everyone, thanks for tuning in to see our latest creation. This is a card that we made using our Happy Collection, our bundled Happy Collection, and it is sweet. The great thing about the bundled Happy Collection is that it really can be used for anything. It really is not a themed, specifically themed kit. So as you can see from the journal card here, the Smile and Be Happy, and there is so many different ones in there about inspirational things. So if maybe you have a friend or a child or anything like that, they've got a new apartment, or they've got a new job, or they got a new puppy, or they're getting engaged, or something great is going on in their life. They finished university, whatever it is. This kit is really an inspirationally themed kit. And as you can see from the florals here, I'll go through every little bit in a second, but as you can see from the florals, it is a pretty kit. You really have so many options to create with this. When I created this card, this background paper, you can see it's white up top, there's kind of the stuff down the sides and the floral across the bottom. That is one piece of paper. That is a background paper that is already made for you. That's how simple it is. I simply sized it appropriately for, my card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, standard size card that I made, and I simply printed it out, folded it in half so that I could cut it off so that I have an actual full card. As you can see, I didn't do anything in the inside just yet. I have to, save some of this stuff so that I can write it out. Maybe I'll use it and give it to Mary Fran. But this kit has so many options. This flower border, now as you look at it as a whole kind of semicircle here, that whole border comes complete for you. That is already done. There is flowers on here and everything else. And as you can see here, I'll maybe zoom in here in a second towards the end and I'll give you some close-ups. But this flower here and this orangish colored flower here, those ones, you also get individual flowers in the kit, which is the great thing about digital. We give you the completed pieces as well as the individuals. So all that I did for this on this border, because it's the identical flower, I printed the border off, then I printed a single layer a little bit smaller of that same flower, and then another single layer a little bit smaller. So there's the border and then 2 layers of flower, and then the top layer I just kind of cut the petals a little bit and rolled them a little bit. Again, like I said, I'll zoom in so you can see it closer, but it really gave it some dimension. I really liked the way it worked out. As far as the journal card is, again, that is all done for you. I did nothing on this. I printed it. That's it. Printed it and cut it out. And the same thing with this photo mat. Now, sometimes we call them photo mats, photo squares, things like that, but as you can see, it doesn't have to be just for a layout. It doesn't have to be just for a mini album or things like that where you're actually sliding a photo in it. I cut out the inside center, which is white when you print it out anyhow. It's blank. And so I've used it as a frame for this. And I've also, when I glued it down, I used the little jelly stickies. So there's not a lot of dimension to them. They're very, very shallow. But it does give it enough dimension that you can see the shadow here and everything else, and you can feel the raisedness of it, right? So it does give you that exact color matching piece. Now, a lot of you in your stash will have like frames and little keys and all sorts of little things in metal. You can certainly do that with it as well, but I wanted to show you how you can use this stuff in paper, because sometimes, like, even when I was going through creating this card and looking for the perfect flowers to put in and everything else, sometimes you don't have the perfect thing, or you don't feel like going to the store to find that perfect thing. Use the paper stuff. It looks every bit as nice, plus it's color matched. So with this card, the only things that I've added in as well as additional things that are not part of the kit, obviously, is this background doily. That was just something we had in our stash. These little flat back pearls, they were just something, again, that I found at, I'll be honest with you, I don't remember where we got them at, but they're just in a little package, so I just glued those down just to give it a little bit of shine, a little bit more elegance to it. And then I used these Wild Orchid Craft flowers. So at the end of the time, you have that perfect blend of the paper goods as well as real stuff to make one terrific card. So let's do a bit of a zoom in here. Let's go like this and make sure we focus well. Okay. So now you can see these flowers that I was talking about. Let's just kind of give you a little bit more light there. You can actually see the dimension on them now. Same thing on the picture frame here. You can see that dimension. You can see the dimension on the flowers, and you can also see how Mary Fran prepared that border of flowers, that cluster of flowers, and how wonderful it looks. So that's the close-up of it there. So a simple card making inspiration I wanted to show you today how to use this happy kit, but you can do this with any of our kits, obviously. But this particular happy collection is so great to work with because it doesn't have to be for anything specific. It is a perfect collection to have in your repertoire, because when you're looking for that, I just want to tell somebody how happy I am for them. Or maybe they're a little down and I want to inspire them a little bit. Or like I said earlier, you want to congratulate them on such a great event and a happy event in their life. Maybe they got a new puppy. Send it to them early, because after the first week, the shine kind of wears off the penny. But here is our happy collection. Here is our card. I hope you'll try making one yourself. They're super easy and super fun to do, something you can easily do within an hour or two, and it's a lot of fun. Thanks again for tuning in. I hope you'll give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll never miss out on anything that we post. Thanks again. Have a good day.